Hey guys, it's me Noah here at the CP Gamers. This time I'm going to be showing you how you can make a really cool Lego pine tree. I'm using it in my endor mock that I'm currently building, but a lot of people seem to like it when I gave a brief overview of it. And I'll show you exactly how I built it. It's pretty simple to do, so I probably won't even really talk over it. You can literally just see what I'm doing. It's really not that complicated at all, but yeah, without further ado, I guess I'll just show you how I did it. So here's what you're going to do. So just take a piece like that, and then follow all these steps that I do. You can change it basically really any way you want. This is just the way that I'm gonna currently do it. So this part's important to stuff two of the Lego grass pieces, one of their stalks, into these little cones that we have here. That's pretty important to know. So, I mean, they'll end up looking kind of like this. You can see that they're stuffed in there. So maybe I'll just replace one that I've already built. You will need to do a lot of playing around with this. I mean, I can't guarantee that one way will work better than the others, so you really have to try a lot of different methods, because it's really all about these little tiny angles that you have created from just how you stuff in the grass pieces. The one complaint about it is that the trunk looks a little strange sometimes, so you have to kind of throw some brown studs in there if you can. Having trouble doing that. Yeah, throw some brown studs in there to kind of fill up the spaces, but like I said, it's really not that big of a deal if you can see through the trunk in places at certain times. So then you're going to want to make these tall stalks of grass pieces. I'm actually going to try building one right now that's a little bit taller than the one that I showed you guys in my endor mock update, because I think it would look a little better if it was taller. So let's just see if this works, or if I have to make it the same height as before. Okay, so I don't know if you caught that. Oh, I'm out of frame. Let's go up a little bit. So right here, right when they're about the same height with two of these stalks, you're going to want to take just a couple more. This is 3 more grass pieces. Put it on and make sure that some of the stalks stick into the base of the nearby grass pile that you just made. So let's see if I can do that. It's a little bit finicky. These are fragile pieces, obviously, so they're gonna fall apart. Don't get frustrated. So that looks pretty decent. It's not gonna be perfectly straight up, but you don't want that. Alright, let's make another stalk. I thought I had them all made already, but I guess I only made 2. You will need 3 of these long grass stalks. And it can be whatever height you want. The smaller it is, the more dense it looks, so that's pretty good. But you can compensate for that on the larger builds, which is what I'm doing here. I'll kind of explain that in just a second, but this piece is going to go behind, and you probably can't even really see it from the angle that you're at right now, but that's okay, because it's the little details that make these mocks stand out. So I don't know if you guys can get a full view of it, but this is what it looks like right now, and I think it's looking pretty cool. You can play around with it, push it around. It is all locked together, like this whole thing moves as one, so that's good. That's what these little stalks intertwining is, that's what that's for. So once you clear it out and you kind of fix how the bottom part of it looks with, just some random brown pieces to make the trunk look a little bit more natural, I think it comes out looking pretty cool. And if you find that you're having some sort of issue with, say, like a gap Like if you can see right here, I'll zoom in a little bit. There's a small gap in there. That's what the point of having the 3 different pillars is. So if you see through the gap, I mean, you are still looking at a grass stalk, but if you really don't like it, and you're okay with having a Lego piece that's not fully connected, you can just stuff another piece of grass in there to fill up the gap. Maybe even 2, I guess, in this case, depending on what size you're building. And yes, they're not connected, but they're not going anywhere at all because this is, it's all tangled up with all these different grass stalks. So that's what that looks like. So now I'll take it off and I'll show you guys a better view of the pine tree. And I think it comes out looking really, really cool. It's really simple, like I said, and it's not expensive. None of these parts are crazy expensive. So if you guys liked it, definitely let me know. And if you want to see it in my Endor mock, stay tuned and subscribe to my channel because it's going to be all over the place when I'm done with my builds. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.